Hey there, everybody. It's Mark Kepp with CampgroundViews.com. Today, I've got a special guest with me, and as you can see on the screen, there's a pretty big name there. It's Staples, and I've got Carlos and Joseph with me today to talk a little bit about the ARVC special program they have with Staples and how even if you're not an ARVC member, you can take advantage of the scale and delivery options available through Staples. So, Carlos, Joseph, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So give us some background. What is this program that you have that's offered through the ARVC program, and how does it work?
Sure, Joseph, you want me to explain? You wanted to explain it, sir.
Yeah, so I can take this one. So
Okay.
My role here at Staples is I am the area sales manager. So Carlos is one of my account managers that helps to support your business. So having a dedicated account manager, what does that mean for you? So Carlos is going to be kind of the central spot for all communications that would need to be funneled through to Staples. Not to say that he's here for general day-to-day customer service, but he's going to be here to help support and manage the account in terms of any escalations or any type of new programs you're looking to implement, specialized pricing within the program, helping updating your location information or your user information. Carlos is going to be kind of your sole spot to help manage and maintain the program from a national level as well as to the individual campground level. So what he's here to do is really help support and consult your business to make sure that the campground is running at peak efficiency and you guys have all the supplies and necessities that you need. So as you see on the screen scrolling through, there's such items as facilities, furniture items, your general office supplies, technology, break room, and printing and promotional products. These are all items that Carlos can help build programs for you for each individual location, as well as catering it from, again, from a national level to an independent level to a private level. Carlos, if you would like to take it over from here for anything that I might have missed.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, as Joseph was mentioning, I am the account manager. So I am pretty much like your backup, in case you guys are looking for anything in particular. As you mentioned, we are more than just office supplies. We have technology, facilities, printing services, furniture. In case you guys were looking for something in particular, you can always reach me directly. So, I'll be more than happy to find what you guys are looking for. And not just that, but also I am here, to help your support, as just says, with any new locations, any new users, any special products that you guys are looking for. And in some cases, we can always work on some pricing to help you save some money, because we care about you guys and we want to see you succeed.
So you've got a bunch of these different products that are available, and obviously, so I'm just a dummy. All I know of is Staples is that store that I can go buy paper and stuff at. But looking at your other options here, you've got a lot more options available. So, when we're talking office supplies, technology, and all this other stuff, are you providing a wide range of different products that folks can buy and then shipping it to the parks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
that's the symbol.
The follow-up question to that is, you mentioned a program. What do you mean by that? Is that like you're automatically restocking? What does that mean?
Yep. So that is an option. So we do offer auto restock for monthly restocking. We also offer what we consider a program as in, let's say the campground's looking to refresh their break rooms or bathrooms. We can help retrofit new dispensers. So such as like your paper towel, your toilet paper, soap and sanitation. We provide the dispensers at no charge as long as you buy the refills. So that's a program that we offer. We also offer break room programs such as, same thing, soap dispensers in a break room, paper towel dispensers in a break room, as well as the coffee. So we partner with Green Mountain and Keurig to where if, let's say a campground lobby has a K-Cup machine sitting in there, we would provide the commercial Keurig brewer at no charge as long as you buy the coffee and coffee accessories through us. And that also comes with a maintenance agreement. So if anything happens within the terms of the lease, we would go out and send somebody out to service the machine for you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how does it, what's the difference? A lot of park owners are do-it-yourselfers, right? They like to do things themselves and kind of really take ownership of it. What's the advantage they have of utilizing the Staples program through ARVC or individually if they're not an ARVC member over ordering from Amazon and just getting it randomly shipped to them? What's the difference there?
Yeah, so I within my portfolio, which is, as I mentioned, Carlos is just one of my 12 account managers. Within our portfolio, in a total, we have a lot of accounts just as the campgrounds. So what we do is we cater we consider it like a national program to where a smaller campground or park that might not qualify for an account as their own because they're kind of a smaller type of a business or smaller type of form factor, you're going to be able to get national pricing at an independent level. So
Mm.
what we do is we collectively take your buying power as all 2,000 parks and campgrounds, and we combine your buying power to where we leverage like standard items. These are the campground preferred items. If you want to get your best bang for your buck, go to the shopping list. We can cater special programs and deals and discounts that nobody else would get, that we can cater just to you guys for like a monthly or weekly special by saying, hey, this printer is going to be the printer to buy for this week. Jump on it. We've also went ahead and customized the toner and ink refills for it. So if you buy this printer at a discount, you're also going to get the toner refills at a discount as well. So
What do you find like the average business? What would their savings be? Is there a number that you can share? Like they're going to save 5%, 10%. Is there a number that you put out there?
yeah, compared to our general retail program, so Staples.com, which is our consumer platform, that they're tied more so with the retail stores. That's our consumer channel. So our commercial channel, we typically see savings between about 10 and 40%.
Wow.
40% is the higher end, and that depends also on what the portfolio that they're buying is. So and that's just based off retail pricing. So within that, we try to save between about a 10 to 40%, and that goes from the highs to the low. And then, like as Carlos mentioned as well, we also leverage customized pricing to further the savings, and that's where you could probably see some of the savings go up to 40%. Because let's say that there's something very specific that the campground buys, that every single campground buys, we're going to give you the most aggressive price on that because we know that everybody's buying this one, which is why we would cater special programs and solutions based on the parks and campgrounds to say, this is the dispenser of choice for the community. These are the refills that go with that, and we've heavily discounted the refills for that because we know that this is the preferred item. Not to say that if there's something that you want that's not on the preferred list, we can go ahead and look at a special price for you, but we would want to cater it as like these are the preferred items that you're going to see your best bang for your buck. So in terms of a savings discount, it's going to vary between each park and campground depending on how vested they are within the program. But on average, between our retail channel to commercial channel, it's going to be about a 10 to 40% savings.
So the Staples program is something that's available for ARVC members. If you're an independent park and you're buying on volume, you can come to this website, staplesadvantage.com, and sign up for the program also. But this is another one of those features that you guys get if you join the National Association, and part of the value that they're bringing to you. Let's switch gears a little bit on Staples, and I'm wondering if you can provide any information on this. Obviously, we're all going through the current crisis now with this national health emergency. What are you telling your clients to think about for supplies? I was just speaking to a person a little bit earlier today, and he was saying that he supplies like big playground equipment for parks, and a lot of it's manufactured in China and then shipped over. And he was saying there's going to be some supply chain issues there. Are you making any recommendations on office supplies or anything else that they should either order now or plan on delays, or how is your supply chain right now at Staples?
The supply chain, I mean, most of the stuff that we have in stock unless it is a priority product such as sanitation products, toilet paper, paper towel. So that is just a national demand right now, whereas everything else in terms of your day-to-day furniture, technology, office supplies, break room products, those are going to be still available because we stock our warehouses, and we have over 45 warehouses throughout the U.S., which allows us to do the next day shipping. For 90% of America gets next day shipping. So our warehouses are full; they're stocked. The only thing that we've been having any type of supply and demand issues is just on your Purell, your Clorox wipes, the antibacterial soaps, toilet paper, and certain paper towels, which is kind of what which is the national seeing it as well. Most other companies are in the same situation. So we prioritized like healthcare because we want to make sure that the front lines are being supported as these products come back in. However, it's not to say that once everything goes back into a normal cadence, we normally have readily available stock on anything that you would need. Unless it's something that's special order or drop ship from the manufacturer. But generally, most of the office supplies that we have a lot of the stuff that's manufactured, not so much always in China, but we also have mills in productions within Mexico, as well as a lot of stuff that's manufactured here in the States. But our warehouses are pretty much stocked and ready to go. And it's, it's almost a rarity that as of right now that there's something that you might want that's not going to be available. But again, that's another reason why Carlos is there is, hey, I'm looking to get 5 shares. Are these going to be available? What's the best price you can do for me? Or, hey, I need to retrofit my my common area. I'm looking for some desk and some task chairs to put into a common area. And then that's where you would tap Carlos to say, hey, let's look into this. Can you give me a quote on install and assembly? Can you help me make sure for stocking availability and timeframes? So pretty much the website's going to tell you, but if you're ever unsure, that's when you can shoot a note to Carlos and say, hey, this is the project I'm looking to do. How can you help me out?
Yeah, and just saying what Joe says, I'm here as well. Let's say, for example, just giving us an example, you guys are looking for any certain furniture. That's when I come and I can say, hey, what do you need it for? Because many people don't realize that it's different furniture for different areas. For example, a chair, I can tell, hey, what are you going to need it for? Like, what is the time that people are going to be sitting in there, so we can give you the best option, because we always trying to work within your budget as well. That's what I'm coming handy. You can tell me, hey, you know what, Carlos, I need to get my break room. What can you do for me? So that's when I actually can tell you, hey, this is what we can do, or I can even get you involved with my specialist as well, which can go into more details with you. We always have a group
I'm
of 2
opening this
people
up right
working.
now. It looks like you also provide some additional services like planning and design too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we do have feet on the street employees that work with us. So we do have what they're called our account executives, to where if required, if the project is very large, we can send somebody out to help kind of design, draft, and get an actual layout of the property, to where they'll kind of go in and get CAD drawings of the location, give you CAD drawings of here's what we assume that this would look like if you were to go with these options, and they would give you like a wireframe CAD drawing of what the project would look like and entail, as well as what you're moused over right now is needed assembled. We also have an furniture install team that will help with furniture builds. Some areas, if it's a prime market such as like a Phoenix, it might be a little cheaper of a product versus some of that might be rural. It's just that it's getting people out there, transit and everything like that. So it's something just to keep in mind. However, it is a feature that we offer. So let's say somebody has to order 20 tables and 50 chairs. We can go ahead and get a quote for an assembly, and we would have somebody go on site with all the materials, bring them on site, assemble everything. Other good news with that is, like, let's say something incurs. Let's say we set up all the desks. There was a desk that had like a scratch on it. We would go ahead and take care of it on our end and go ahead and replace, buy the replacement part, get it back out to you guys, and reassemble the desk once we get the new part. So it's stuff that we have. It's just kind of like a peace of mind as well, because putting a chair together isn't that hard, but if you're doing 25 of them, it takes a little bit of time. So it is a service that we do offer for furniture services.
Very cool. Do you provide any other consulting services to the park owners or that they could take advantage of?
In terms of what would you be looking for?
I don't know. I mean, let's get creative, because that actually kind of blew my mind a little bit there that you're providing that stuff. One of the big things for a lot of park owners is their stores. Their retail space is actually a pretty important aspect of their business. My internet's gotten cruddy here, so I apologize. Let me drop that. It's okay. So for a lot of owners, their retail space is really important to them, and obviously Staples has a really good background in retail supply and in layouts and those type of things. Do you provide any sort of consulting services in those areas?
Not necessarily. I mean, typically though, I've had work with pharmacy companies in the past, like a pharmacy network, and we do help with. We have helped in the past with certain planogram ideas and stuff like that. We do have a marketing team that we can tap every once in a while to see what we can do. It's been a while since I worked with them, but it is something we've done in the past. We have worked in the past with smaller retail organizations, such as like I said, like a pharmacy, or let's say it's like a school. Schools typically have a campus store, and we will allow people to, reach out to us to figure out, hey, what's going to be. I'm looking to resell these type of notebooks. We're looking to hold these type of products so we can resell it to the students. So you're not technically a direct reseller. Same thing with like a camp store. Hey, we're looking to get some snacks and some little items in there. What can you do to provide for us with that? Here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I want. And again, that's where Carlos comes as is kind of like your consultant to say, hey, this is what I've seen another campground do. Here's what I think you guys can do. Here's what I've seen a park store do. So Carlos is going to be kind of like a huge web of influence through all of these parks and campgrounds to help share ideas between the other ones, use other ideas from other accounts that might translate into a perfect setting for you guys.
Perfect. Okay, this is excellent information. If somebody wants to learn more from you or connect and get started on this process, how do they reach you? Who do they call? Who do they email? Or where do they go?
Well, they can reach me directly. I am the account manager. They can reach me either via email or my phone. What I can do, Mark, if you want, I can send you my contact if you want to share with whoever
Perfect.
wanted to join the program. We're happy to assist you with that.
Yeah, and we're more than happy to create some flyers and some shell sheets for you guys with Carlos's information. Mark, after this, I can show you some examples, and if you like one of the layouts, we can go ahead and cater one specifically for, for the campgrounds and parks that kind of shows some items that, some items that most campgrounds and parks would purchase, as well as kind of a little synopsis of the program details. And then at the bottom, we can have Carlos's information, as well as if we do have the registration link, we could add the registration link to the flyer as well. So once you get the flyer, you can click the register. It'll take you to a private site to where you enter in your information. And then typically within 24 to 48 hours, your location and your user ID would be created by using our e-registration link.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today, Carlos and Joseph. The whole point with these videos is to let you know what's out there and the opportunities available to you as a park owner to better operate your parks. Staples is here. They're a member of the ARVC program. You get some good discounts and you can really get a partner so you're not driving back and forth or worrying about Amazon and all that type of stuff. So appreciate your time today. Thank you for the information.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.